Obama came out with his new health care proposal today, and he had a speech about it. JR's going to play some clips for us, and basically he said, okay, time for an up or down vote. Okay, let's go. Up and at 'em. We're going to do reconciliation, and it's all going to be lovely. And I have 4 new concessions to the Republicans, as I explained yesterday on yesterday's program. All right, we'll go after the Medicare fraud. We'll set up health care courts so we can cut down on the litigation. We'll do private savings account, and the list goes on and on. Okay, here we do more concessions. Okay. Now, the real question, though, is, did he kick some ass? Because, look, you got to make your case. It's not about feeling good. It's not about feeling like a tough guy, right? You got to make your case. If you don't make your case, you lose in the polls, and then your party gets scared. The congressmen that are Democrats that are in swing districts, we might lose. You got to buck them up by going out there and pounding the opposition. This is the time. Now is the time. There is a bomb. Hold up now. I got that, don't I?
There is a bomb in Gilead to make the wounded whole. There is a bomb in Gilead to heal the sin-sick soul.
Think about it. Think about it. It's time to heal the sin-sick soul, okay? Healthcare? Hello? Let's get to it, right? All right, so now, the Republicans are, of course, crying uncle. Now, look, I think they made a terrible error in judgment, the Republicans did, in how they're playing the politics of this. Because Obama gave him the bipartisan summit, he gave him the 4 concessions. He, as far as the optics are concerned, he couldn't look more reasonable. He looks way, way, way too reasonable at this point. You got to take out the whooping stick, like I said. On the other side of the coin, though, the Republicans are like, oh, you gave us everything we want? No, still no. No, you got to start from scratch. I mean, that looks ridiculous. I don't think even look, if you're a Republican and you want to kill the health care bill, you say, all right, look, that's their way of killing the health care bill and you're behind that. But if you're an independent or anybody else in the country, no one legitimately believes that the Republicans actually want to do health care reform. And they're proving it here. So under any and all circumstances, the answer is always no, right? So that's the issue at hand. Now, the Republicans are crying, why are you grabbing me? Why are you grabbing me? Because they're going to go through reconciliation and get an up or down vote. Don't make me pull out the old clips. Don't make me do that, man. That's a lot of work for JR. Where they have, nuclear option, we did up or down vote, up or down vote. Every single Republican is on the record. Every one of them, okay? Crying about how up or down votes are the most important things in the world. Now they're against up or down votes. They're against the Senate tradition, the filibuster. Come on, it's ridiculous, right? So here's another funny preemptive strike by the Republicans that's very important, because if you go to reconciliation, the person who is going to decide initially is, whether the Democrats can pass this health care reform through this thing called reconciliation, which affects budgetary matters in the Senate. That only requires 50 votes plus the vice president. It doesn't require, they can't filibuster, right? So the parliamentarian is the person who says, well, these are the rules of the Senate. So yes, it qualifies, or no, it doesn't qualify for this specific category. So the Republicans are doing a preemptive strike on his ass, okay? So they're going after him, and they say that Alan Fruman is biased in favor of Harry Reid, and hence, whatever his decision is, it'll be wrong, and it'll be biased, and it's unacceptable. That's called working the refs, and the Republicans have mastered that. That's what they do with the media. That's what they've done for decades. You guys are liberal, bias. No, and then the press gets shot. They're like, okay, you win. How would you like me to write the story? Okay, all right, here's the Republican version of the story. See, I'm not biased, am I? That's what they're trying to do with the parliamentarian. But it's especially comical for 2 reasons in this case. You know who hired Alan? The Republicans. No, but wait. That's fun. It's not nearly as fun as the second fact. You know when they hired him? They hired him in 2001, after they fired his predecessor, who said, no, you cannot do the largest tax cuts in history through reconciliation. That predecessor, he actually had an issue with a smaller part of that bill. It wasn't even the tax cuts issue. And Trent Lott and the Republicans at the time, they're like, Robert Dove, parliamentarian, very interesting ruling. Fired. You're fired. Get out of here. And then they brought in this guy, the current one, Alan Fruman, to make the ruling that they wanted. This is the guy that they cherry-picked to give them the ruling they wanted. And now he's too biased in favor of the Democrats? In favor of the Democrats. As usual, they are outside all bounds of reason. Now, but this leads to what Michael Moore said on the show yesterday. Look, when the Republicans are in charge, they say, get the out of the way, man. Get out. Step off, man. Step off because I'm coming for you. Tax cuts. We can't, it's getting filibuster. We can't pass it. Who cares? We're doing it through reconciliation. Not a moment's thought. Not, oh, no, we tried for a year and we did a bipartisan summit. Anybody remember any bipartisan summits from the Bush years? I don't remember hearing any of those, right? They didn't go through all that. So, okay, then they go, you got to get just 50 votes. Boom. No concern, right? And then it turns out they can't do it because the parliamentarian says no. And they go, oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Look, here's your contract. You're done here, son. You're gone. Okay, fired. They bring in Donald Trump to say, fired. Okay, go, scat. They bring in the new guy, okay? And then he says, okay, yes, sir. Yeah, of course you can do that through reconciliation. That's how you get things done, not by asking politely, not by asking over and over, not by bipartisan summits. No, you go, you grab a stick, and you say, who's in my way? Proverbially, okay? And that's what the Republicans did, and they got everything they wanted passed. Except Social Security privatization. That was the only one out of like all of their priorities they didn't get. Everything else, Iraq war, yes. Afghanistan war, no problem. Tax cuts, no problem, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, you know what else went through reconciliation? Welfare reform. Now, I'm in favor of welfare reform, okay? But let's think about that for a second, okay? So when it means the poor get less money, okay, now I think that there was a good reason for that, right? But nonetheless, the bottom line of welfare reform was, or one of the bottom lines is, the poor get less money. The tax cuts, the rich get more money. Those go through reconciliation without a moment's thought. Everybody's totally fine with that. When it comes to reconciliation to do health care reform for average Americans, oh, we got a problem. We got a problem. No, we can't do that. So the Republicans are at it again, and the Democrats will not grab that whooping stick yet, and they better. And by the way, final thing, parliamentarian, if he votes no, it doesn't really matter. The vice president is the presiding officer of the Senate, so he can overrule the parliamentarian. Do you know who the vice president is now? Oh, right, Joe Biden. He's a Democrat, right? Now, if they were Republicans, they'd be like, overruling the parliamentarian. Who cares? Well, let's do that in a second. You either fire him or you overrule him. What's the difference? Imagine Dick Cheney pausing. Oh, the parliamentarian doesn't agree with me. I'll have to think about that. No. It's time for the steamroller. Let's go. Grab it. Bulldoze their ass.